Welcome to This Explainer. Today we've got something truly mind-bending to unpack. What if joy isn't just a fleeting emotion, but a literal biological growth instruction happening right inside your body? We're going to dive deep into this concept today because it absolutely flips how we usually think about personal growth and healing.
We're going to start with this incredibly grounding, profound truth from the text. Every forest lives on light. Just picture a sprawling, ancient forest for a second. It doesn't thrive on effort, right? It doesn't grow by stressing out, striving, or trying to achieve some kind of tree perfection. It grows simply by absorbing the quiet radiance of light. That is its ultimate fuel.
And this leads us to kind of a wild, paradigm-shifting question about your own inner architecture, what the text calls your fascia forest. Your fascia is that actual physical web of connective tissue running through your entire body. So if a literal forest needs sunlight to grow, what exactly is the light that feeds this physical forest inside you?
To answer that, we basically have to redefine joy completely. We really need to snap out of our normal, preconceived notions here. Joy is not entertainment, it's not just temporary pleasure, and it is definitely not some weekend distraction from reality. Joy is awakening, it's literal light. In the context of your fascia forest, joy represents actual photons of consciousness entering your physical form. It's deep biological nourishment. Which brings us to the core mechanism of all this, photosynthesis. Just like a tree absorbs sunlight, your body actually uses this joy for a kind of emotional photosynthesis. It's the process where your inner forest metabolizes raw, everyday experiences into deep nourishment, literally turning your breath into growth and your mere presence into profound awakening. To truly wrap our heads around this magical process, we're going to follow the journey of a single photon of joy top-down through your body. Step 1. It enters the leaves through breath. Step 2. It touches the cambium to shape identity. Step 3. It travels the underground web of intuition. And finally, Step 4. It feeds the roots of your lineage. Let's start right at the top. Step 1. The leaves of the body.
So, what exactly are your leaves? Well, they are your breath, your skin, your senses, your presence, and your attention. The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that joy isn't something you have to fiercely chase down or hustle for. You just receive it. When you gently notice joy with your attention, you are actively opening your leaves to let that light in. And here's where it gets amazing. True joy behaves entirely differently than, say, forced toxic positivity. Once this emotional light enters, it actively bypasses your trauma. It slips right past inner rigidity, dogma, ego, and fear. It doesn't try to fight them, it simply dissolves them. It's exactly like how sunlight effortlessly dissolves darkness in a room. Think about how your tight, stressed shoulders just involuntarily drop when you let out a really genuine laugh. That is the light getting to work.
So, what happens when this light moves deeper? When it travels down the trunk of our metaphorical tree and actually makes contact with your core identity? In botanical terms, this means it reaches the cambium, which is the layer of the tree responsible for growing entirely new rings.
This brings us to honestly one of the most powerful realizations in this entire text. Joy is not a feeling, joy is a growth instruction. Just let that sink in for a second. We are so conditioned to think of joy as just a fleeting mood, but here, joy is a literal, active, biological command telling your fascia to form a new identity. When that light touches your cambium, it sends this incredibly distinct, two-word biological signal: grow here. It is hyper-targeted. New rings of identity form precisely where that joy is received, which really sparks this sense of awe at just how intelligently our bodies respond to light.
Moving deeper, we hit Step 3, the underground mycorrhizal web.
Down here in the deep, we find what the text calls radical cells. Think of them as the mycelium of your body. They carry joy like a biological current right through your tightest physical blocks and your oldest forgotten trauma rings. And wonderfully, they actually use cosmic humor as medicine to do it. It's this incredibly dynamic, playful way to view internal healing. Sometimes, a well-timed, hearty laugh literally breaks up years of compressed identity. Flowing through this underground web, joy creates what's called mycorrhizal illumination. It acts as an underground light, translating into deep intuition, sudden clarity, and cellular remembrance. It's like when your body suddenly remembers a profound, forgotten truth, and you get that massive aha moment. It completely illuminates the hidden parts of your inner world.
Which takes us to the foundation. Step 4. Joy as root nourishment.
See, your roots are underground, right? So they can't just absorb raw photons of sunlight directly. Instead, they feast on the results of your emotional photosynthesis. They receive softened tension, released emotion, expanded breath, deeper compassion, and a clear identity. Joy has successfully converted that heavy, dense energy into essential nutrients, delivering them straight to your foundation to keep you grounded.
And please, if you take nothing else away today, remember this: joy does not deny pain. It transforms it. This whole process isn't about ignoring your struggles or plastering on a fake smile. Not at all. It is a literal mechanism. Just like a plant metabolizes carbon dioxide into fresh oxygen, your body is actively metabolizing raw, painful experiences into growth.
Finally, we reach canopy expansion and cosmic illumination.
When your roots are fully nourished like this, the entire forest responds. Your awareness expands massively so you can see and feel more. This internal expansion actually connects you to a broader cosmic scale, revealing joy as the essence of Mika, which the text describes as the primary, universal medicine breathing life, transformation, and remembrance right into your ancient body.
You know, these aren't just abstract cosmic ideas to casually ponder. They are the very real photosynthetic behaviors of your fascia forest coming alive, reaching what the text calls the 10th ring of remembering, the moment the forest finally glows. Ultimately, the joy path is the light that feeds your mission.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this thought. Reflect on your own inner canopy, your cambium and your roots. If joy truly is the instruction to grow, what part of your internal forest is waiting for the light today? Where do you need to open your leaves and begin your own photosynthesis? Thank you so much for exploring this with me.